Boom. Oh, I'm well out of shot there. What's going on with my camera? There we go. Every week, everybody. Every week. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to today's stream. I'm going to have a quick sip of coffee. Oh, that's the stuff. Hello. How is everyone? All right. Welcome to today's stream. I am Matt, the community manager for TerraTech / Palo Studios Yeah, that's it really. Just those things. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. Let's do that. There we go. Beautiful. Cool. Yeah, so how is everyone? I hope you're well. I hope everyone's staying safe. So, yeah, like I said, I'm the community manager for TerraTech, and I make sure that you guys are all happy and enjoying the game, and that the game has got what you want in it. And one of those things that we got requested quite a lot was some sort of mod support. So we've kind of done it, and we've added official mod support. It's been in the game for a while now. It's been in for a few months, and we've continually added to it. And we've added. Well, we started off with skins, so you create your own custom skins. Then we added custom blocks, so you could add your own designed blocks that you create. And then the latest iteration is now custom corps, so you can effectively create your own corporations and add them to the game. As a mod, and you can upload them to the Steam Workshop. Same with game saves and snapshots and text and that sort of stuff. You can, it's so easy to sort of shift over. Oh dear me, it's so easy now to share all that stuff that we wanted to sort of showcase some of that cool stuff that you guys have been working on. There's a few more prominent modders, as we'll call them, that have put in a bit of work to sort of make them awesome. I'm just going to turn off my WhatsApp, go away. And so we'll be highlighting a few of those in today's stream. First things first, we'll look at one of Raf's. So Raf's, we've shown a few Raf's stuff, and I think Raf's might be quite a well-known modder in the TerraTech community, because I think they have easily one of the most rated mods on the Steam Workshop. Raf's Mega Skins pack is frankly a work of art in itself. There's so much work that they put into it, and it's amazing the amount of stuff that's in there. I think we've already kind of showcased that before, so I won't go into that one too much. But I'll also be looking at a few other bits of bobs that Raf's has been doing. Also Darwin. Darwin, I know, who sort of took part in the Warfare Challenge, but they've got some wicked mods. And again, you've seen one of Darwin's blocks, the trident, the winning trident for the Naval Warfare Challenge. That's in there as well. So we'll take a look at a few of those, and pretty much any other cool mod that I think I've picked up on the Steam Workshop over the sort of last 3 or 4 weeks. We'll take a look at. And see how we get on. But yeah, if you guys have seen any awesome mods that you want me to showcase, want me to take a look at that are on the Steam Workshop, send them over, or let me know where I can find them. I'll dig them out, and we'll take a look. Because that's what this is about. It's just sort of showcasing and putting a spotlight onto some of the awesome new modded content that you guys are making. It's genuinely really cool. Virtue has posted a wall of text. Let me read it out. Have the team ever thought to try starting from scratch again? You use the new experience gained over the years to build a better foundation instead of piling on new code on top of old code and ideas. As a novice dev, I know that sometimes it's best just to bail and try again. It can really pay out. I feel like TerraTech is one of those games that will benefit from a rework, especially for how old it is and how many plans have changed in its development. Have we looked at reworking? Yes and no. I think we're a bit too far down that track now to really look at kind of doing a whole rework. I think the game is what it is. Kind of reskinning it, and I don't know. It's a tough one because I'm quite fond of TerraTech. I know what you're saying about the development process, and it could always be developed better, but that same thing could be said for literally any game. Right, like any game that's ever been made, it's been based on something, and then it's just been built on and built on and built on. And especially a game like TerraTech, where almost the whole business model really has been built around, we just add new content, we add new updates, and we listen to community feedback. And sometimes that community feedback isn't they're kind of conflicting with the existing code base a lot of the time. I mean, the co-op stuff's a prime example of that. where you know, we launched multiplayer, we launched the game, we launched multiplayer, and there was a huge outcry from the players to want a co-op game, a co-op version. But we knew that they would. So yeah, we've kind of had to compromise and sort of cut back on a few things, particularly crafting, as sort of I think we all know. And the same with console. You know, even with console, you look at that. I think one of the compromises we've had to make with getting the game released onto console is some of the restrictions that's on there. So yeah, while I agree that it's sort of you know, it's less than ideal. It's just the way that any game is developed, any product, any bit of software is sort of developed, I suppose. So yeah, to answer your question, we've looked at it, but at the minute we're pretty happy with how we're getting on with TerraTech at the minute. I think the way that we can add new missions, and especially the way modding is going, which leads me nicely onto the next stream, is you know, ultimately it may even get to a point where we kind of just hand the reins over to the modders. We just sort of hand the reins over and say, look, this is everything we've done with it that we can do with it. Now it's your beast. I think that'd be really interesting to see kind of what can come of that. So, without further ado, let's just get into it, shall we? Let's take a look. I don't need that. Excellent. What do I need? I'm just going to close a few. I've got loads of programs open. I don't need half of them on my desktop, so we're going to get rid of that. I don't need Photoshop open, so we're going to close that as well. Right. Now I just need to open TerraTech. Let me double check that I've got all the mods that I need. Oh, it's fine. I'm sure we've got enough. So let's just get into it. Now, while the game just boots up, a few bits of housekeeping. We're ever so closer to releasing the update, the next Switch update. There's been a bit of movement on that. I'm not in a position to confirm anything right now. But there's been some good moves for us to be able to release the Switch update. So watch this space for that. I'll hopefully have more information, hopefully by the end of the week, around what exactly that is. So you can consider that a pre-announcement of a pre-announcement. I do like a pre-announcement, so stay tuned. Virtue said maybe in the future there will be a rework similar to From the Depths and Stellaris. We should have an update to the old code itself. Oh. Being really interrupted by my game. Let's just put a mute to that. Or actually, can we just get straight together? Let's just be there for a quick second. Cool. I think actually I've covered most things. Yeah, so that's it really. We're on track for the next update. The next Unstable should be coming out relatively shortly, hopefully by the end of this week, or if not next week. So yeah, that's exciting. That's about it, really. I think I've covered most things, so let's just get into the game. So I'm just going to switch over to here and load in. There we go. Everything's looking hunky-dory. Right. I'm actually going to turn it down a little bit. It's just a little bit loud in my headphones. Let's just pop that down a few decibels. So we are looking at some mods. First up, we are going to look at Rafs's mod. Rafs, if you're in chat, I may need you to talk me through your mod, because I know that you've had some issues with it, so I'd be interested to know what the problems are. Give me 1 second here, everyone. Let's go into... I'm going to cheat and put myself on Invincible. So Rafs, I believe, let's take a look at what I am currently subscribed to. So your component crates is what I'm going to look at here, Rafs. Let me just check the description. So Raf says they've only released the component storage crates yet. They rely mainly on crafting and scrapping to be useful. So how do we load into it? You can see there's already some mods in here that have already been loaded. So I'm just going to skim through what we've got. Okay, so there's a few basic blocks. Where would I find your blocks, Rafts? I can't actually remember where they would be. Manufacture. That would be a good place to start, wouldn't it? Aha! Here we go. Right. Am I going to need to start building stuff with this? So these are, Rafs is just saying in chat, these are at the minute are purely cosmetic. Once we've started to work on some of the functionality around these blocks, which I think is coming in the next update, you'll be able to actually physically store your components. So Rafs, give a quick, if you can, just give us a quick rundown around what these blocks are, what they do, what your plans are for them, and kind of what you want to see us to do with them, because these look wicked. The curious fact, they use a GSO skin. Interesting. I'm just going to lay them all out, and then we're going to take a look at kind of each component, well, try and look at each component individually. So, like I said, these are purely cosmetic. The functionality hasn't been added in for these yet. These are purely kind of cosmetic right now. Oh, there's a bit of a glass effect on there. That's nice. So they each store one single component. Okay, like a packaging. Interesting. So that means effectively means that you can kind of transport your components around yourself, which I actually really like. I really like that. Yeah, the glass effects are really cool. So this is still a kind of work in progress. I think Rafs is waiting on us actually to finish off being able to support proper modding function, block functionality. And then from there, I think you'll be able to kind of go crazy and get these blocks working, right? Yeah, this is really cool. I mean, not much like if this. Oh yeah. Ras says the inside of the crates use the spotlight part of the skin. That means if emission support comes, I can have it turn emissive at night. Like if the inside of the blocks were lighted up, that'd look great. Awesome. Okay, well that's the first of Rafs's mods. I think that's actually the only one that I've got queued up because, like we said, to Rafs, this is. I mean, you've got all your skins. You've done all your skins, and we've kind of showcased those off in a previous stream. In terms of blocks and kind of new blocks and stuff, this is the first bit of work that you've done for official mod support. So that's interesting. So interesting. So for Rafs specifically, Rafs has set up a Patreon. So if you like their stuff, if you're familiar with their skins, and even their unofficial mods, so all the stuff they've done using the block injector and all that stuff, and you kind of got ideas and you want to help support them and sort of help them along their way, you can help them out on their Patreon, which I think is brilliant. I think we're well in favour of that. So if you are interested, head over to Rafs's Patreon. I've just linked it in the chat there. And yeah, and show Rafs some love because we certainly want you to hit it up. Cool. I think that was pretty much it for Rafs's bit. Let's move on to some other stuff. So there's the little Geocorp blocks, which I absolutely adore. These are some of my absolute favourites. I think it's really novel, and it's sort of taken it all and sort of spun it on its head a little bit. And they are literally just basic Geocorp blocks, but they're just they're just small. They're just small Geocorp blocks. It's just a 1x1. I just love it. It's so cute. And this is a 2x1, and then this is the a corner piece. I mean, I won't try and, it'll take me too long, but I won't try and build anything, but how nifty is that? You know, little angled piece, half long block. Man, like, they just look so cool. I absolutely adore these. Absolute top marks this one. Who is responsible for this? This is Torspol. 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 I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah. I don't know if you saw earlier, but there is also a this is from a separate mod. But there is a cab. I wonder if this it won't act as a cab, will it? No. But again, when we have the functionality, you can have your own custom Geocorp cab. I'll come on to that one again in a minute. I'm going to keep on working on this on Torspol's blocks because they are absolutely. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different blocks, but they're just so cool. A little girder, a little single girder block, a longer girder block for those hard to reach places. And a girder bracket. Ooh, a bracket. Oh, I love a bracket. How cool is that? And look at the text. I mean, the textures. I think obviously we've just used the basic Geocorp texture for that. Is that correct? Let's see what it looks like if we try. Let's go crazy. Oh, actually, I've still got some skins. I was going to say let's put my weird skin on here. See what it looks. Okay, for some reason that feels quite buggy. Didn't highlight the whole thing, but that's what it looks like with an incredibly obtuse pink skin on that I made. Very cool. Torspol, absolutely beautiful. Why does it have the two versions of pink? That's because one of them was when I was testing stuff out. It's a slightly different shade, and the other is one I published directly to Steam. They're just two different skins that I published, so nothing to don't worry too much about that. Yeah, let's see what it looks like in orange. I want to see it in orange. Beautiful. Oh yeah. So there you go. That's it. Torspol's little Geocorp blocks. As far as I'm aware, Torspol doesn't have any sort of Patreon or anything. I think this is purely just out of the interest of their own. They're just doing this out of their own interest, which is awesome. I say that. Is there any other Geocorp? Maybe there is more. Let's double check. Geocorp. Oh, there is loads more. There's loads more. I beg your pardon. So this is the little one block. So that's just the chopped in half standard Geocorp block. A little half girder here. Man, these are so cool. What else have we got? Any wheels? Or is that it? Yeah, okay, that is it now. Okay, so there's 11 different blocks in total. And I'm sure... we haven't really got much time. I'm not going to bore everyone by trying to build something with that. But how cool is that, man? Girders. And this is the beauty of modding, right? The freedom it gives you now. Like the amount of different variations of things you can build. And just... I mean, literally make it yourself. If you can't see it, just go and make it. You know, if there's something that you want to see in the game, if there's a block design, go and see it in the game. Go and make it. Literally, go and make it. There's no excuse now. You can't just wait for us to make stuff. Because we now have there's a video that we released a few weeks ago. I'm just bringing it up and link to it. And that just teaches you how to mod blocks, or how to mod in TerraTech, how to mod skins. Actually, no, we've not done a mod block video yet. I beg your pardon. We're working on a mod block video, but if you want to learn how the very fundamentals of how to mod skins, like the very starting point of modding, check out this video. It should help you out quite a lot. I'm just going to link it to chat. So there's the video. Go check it out. That's me talking you through how the process of how you can create a mod. The first mod is skins. The next video that we'll do will be around blocks. So yeah, go check it out. Cool beans. Lovely stuff. All right. So that's Torse Poils, little Geocorp mods. Now we're going to move on to Norali. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that, but Norali Kuralin. I'm just going to abbreviate that to Norali. They've done some really cool, really nice looking alternative cabs. You've already seen a sneak peek of the Geocorp one. Pardon me. But let's look at some of the alternatives. So this is an alternative GSO cab, a bit more streamlined, a little bit more, well, it's just a bit different, I suppose. Uses the same textures as, yeah, so it's let's do it a side by side. Let's put this down here. Get rid of all this. Yeah, so here we go. So this is the GSO version. Pop that back there. It's a bit dark actually. Is it too dark for everyone? Maybe I need to turn it into sunlight. Let's try that again. There we go. Yeah, that's really cool. Really nice looking. Again, this was just designed by Norali. They've done it all themselves. They have got some more. Let's check out what other ones we've got in here. So that's GSA. This is the Geocorp one, which we've already seen. Then there is there a Venture one? There is a Venture one. Let's just drop that down there. I believe there's a Hawkeye one as well. Yep, there is. Not sure about Better Future. I'd be surprised if there was, because that seems quite good. No Better Future, and also any radical research. No radical research. That's fine. So, how do we do this? Let's pop the Geocorp here. Come on. There we go. Let's pop that one at the back. Let's pop the Venture one here. And the Hawkeye. Ugh, I'll run out of space. Let's pop it on the front. So there you have it. Norali has made alternative cabs, which, again, each one of them is designed with the original corporation in mind, and they've done with such attention to detail. It's genuinely amazing, and I'm saying that a lot, but it genuinely is. How much attention they put into it. I think that, at a glance, that is, you know that's a Venture cab. At a glance, you know that's Hawkeye. This is obviously going to be a Geocorp, and this is obviously going to be a GSO. They get it. And it's brilliant. I absolutely love seeing this stuff. And I want to see more of it. I want to see everyone going and modding. Just go and make something. Doesn't matter if it's any good, because you've done it. Good stuff, Norali. Now, again, bearing in mind, these are pretty basic blocks. They don't do anything. They are just cosmetic. And that's mainly because we've not added the actual functionality in them into the modding support yet to be able to actually do anything with them. But that is coming. You will be able to add, things that you could create weapons, you could create cabs. You can add functionality to the blocks. That's the dream. That's the goal, right? So yeah, excellent work, Norali. Again, really appreciate it. I don't think we have a Patreon or anything for Norali. But it's worth showing. Next up is Legionite. We've seen this. I'm sure we've seen this one before. But Legionite has made a GSO letter blocks pack. I can't remember. Again, I cannot remember where they are. Darwin or Virtue. Do you remember where the letter block pack would be located for GSO? GSO decorations. GSO decorations. So yeah, those who don't know, a bedder coal master makes a good point. Aha, here we go. A, B, C, D. I mean, I can go on. In fact, I will go on. Let me go on. So as I was saying, Beetle Coal Master, Legionite, who created this particular mod, also created the TAC mod. TAC is or TAC is a kingdom that we have, which is effectively, it's like a role-playing thing, right? It's where people join a kingdom or a kingdom, and then they go and roleplay stuff, and it's really cool. And TAC or TAC is one of these corporate kingdoms, and Legionite has gone and created a whole, effectively, corporation for them, new blocks with skins, and it's pretty legit. And I've showcased, you've seen some of the TAC stuff in one of the videos, the how to mod video that I've linked in the chat. That uses a couple of the TAC blocks. So go check that out if you're enjoying that. And then this is just something else they've done. They've literally just taken letters. And again, it's just genius. It's like something that I don't think we would have thought to include ourselves, but we've empowered we've empowered the players, the community, the modders to go and do it themselves. It's really cool. And again, it's pretty basic. They are literally just basic blocks, like I say, but they do exactly what, they do what they should do. They don't need to be they don't need to be more complicated than that. And the beauty is in the simplicity. It's absolutely brilliant. I don't really know what more to say about these, to be fair. They just look great as well. They just look... I don't know what font they've used. I think it may be the font that we use. Maybe it's called EXO, is the font that TerraTech uses. But the font looks good. There's no like obvious errors with it. It all looks pretty seamless. It looks pretty legit. So yeah, pretty impressive. Lovely. All right. Darwin, so just a bit of insight onto TAC. Apparently TAC, this is from Darwin, who again, we'll come onto your stuff in a second. But apparently TAC are a mercenary / parliamentary organisation. Oh no, sorry, I beg your pardon. Nova is the mercenaries and parliamentaries organisation. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, head over to our kingdom section. Let me pull that up actually. I can link to that right now. There's a whole section on our forum. Sorry, sorry, Darwin. I was trying to catch up and I completely missed what you said. Where is it on our forums? It's in Ramblings. So if you're interested in kingdoms and you want to join in on the activity, head over to our forums. It's all explained. There's a good comprehensive guide to how kingdoms work, so read up on how it all works. There's the rules are in there as well. So go check it out. It's pretty fun. Lovely stuff. So there's Legionite. Next up is Tunagi. Let me double check their actual username. The mod is called Tunagi Voiceroid Blocks. Voiceroid, that's a funny word. And you've probably already seen just a snapshot of them. But let me just load these in. I don't know how I feel about these. It looks like the skins are having a weird time. Maybe we need some special skins on them, because these are just using default skins right now. Okay, so these are the extra size. Okay, so let's go with the normal sized ones for now. Let's pop you here. What skins do we need? Is it these? Yes, it is. There we go. So once the proper skins have been applied, we get to see them in their full glory. And again, they just, personally, we probably would want something like this in the game, because it's definitely not on brand. But the fact that someone's gone to the effort and made effectively little animated little creatures, I absolutely love it. They look great. The little poses. I don't know how much work went into actually the 3D modelling of these, but if you want just a little companion to come with you on your adventures, there you go. Really cool, and to add the skins to them as well. Pretty genius. So I'll share the. This is the Tsunagi Voiceroid blocks. I've just linked that in chat. So go check that out if you want to go support these. You want to add some. There's four in that mod block or that mod pack in total. These four, and then there's the ×2 sized versions as well, which are the same, just a lot bigger. But again, if you wanna, if you've got a bigger build and you need just you finding a big enough companion to help you with that, there you go. I believe that's it for Tsunagi. We've done Raf's component crates. There is one more Nerali mod. We've already talked about Nerali a little bit, but they have a decoration block. They have some Hawkeye decoration blocks. So let's take a look at that. I'm just going to reset the day-night cycle because it's getting dark again. Let's take a look at some of these Hawkeye ones. Are these the right ones? Yeah, I believe these are someone else's. Here we go. Sorry folks, I'm trying to figure out which, so the air intake, the wing supporter, and the disc raider. Let's get rid of these guys. Ooh. I'm not going to put the same. I'm going to revert the skins as well. This is freaking me out. What skins shall we use? There we go. Right, let's build something here. Let's just chuck that on there. We're just going to need a bit more of a building space in order to add stuff to it. Whoops. Let's just undo that. So, one of Nerali's other mods is these, includes these decoration blocks for Hawkeye. Where were they? Darwin's, I see your guys here. I see your blocks. I love them. We'll come on to those in a minute. Oh, look at this! So this is like a radar, right? And there's a Type 4. That's a slightly bigger radar. Maybe I need a bigger platform. Let's pop down control block. Or how about we just do an anchored block? Let's just do that. So I'm just going to use those as platforms. I'm also just going to clear up all this junk. Goodbye, junk. It's not junk. It's all awesome stuff, but it's taken up too much of my screen. So instead, I'm just going to drive around. So this is the this is one of the blocks. This is a, what do we call it? Come on, Matt. We need to sort out this filtering system. It's not good, is it? Okay, so we've got type 4 and type 3. Type 3 and type 4, is it? Oh, I'm going to have to scroll through it again. I'm going to leave the inventory open. That's what I'm going to do. That makes the most sense, doesn't it? So the disc radar type 3 and type 4. I'm not sure what happened to type 1 or 2, but here we are. So they're just big sort of disc radar type things. I'm guessing, Naradi, when the functionality is added to mod support, these will do stuff. These will act as radars. Because I think that's something that Hawkeye... I mean, it would look great with Hawkeye. If we could get this, a little like pulsating red laser thing that spins around. Similar to the Better Future laser that spins around. In a sort of animation, that would look great. But these look great. I love the. Tell you what I really like is the difference in texture. So this outer rim is quite smooth, but then the top bit uses that sort of matte effect, which looks great. Really does. What else have we got? We've got an air intake, and we also have a wing supporter. And again, these are going to be purely cosmetic. These don't actually do anything yet. But if you want a cool looking ship or a helicopter or something like that just purely, functions as an air, adds a bit of swag, a bit of coolness, then that's definitely the block for you. These definitely do that. I'd love to see these in actual. I mean, there is a couple of. I'll link the. That's the mod in chat. I've just linked it. Go check it out because there's some images on there that obviously do a lot more justice than I ever will, and show them off in practice. So go check those images out because they look wicked. Again, I wouldn't try and bore everyone and try and build some ridiculous text out of these because it would take us too long. We'd be here all day, and we've only got about 15 minutes left of the stream. So yeah, go check it out. Big fan of that. Well done, Norali. That's really cool. Oh, I missed this one. Who did this? UK or Yuck has made a GSO custom truck chassis, which looks, again, it just looks amazing. It looks amazing. Now this is always a fun game. Where is it? Oh, there you go. It's right here. So the whole truck's that chassis, so I can. Let's put myself onto that. This is what I'm not liking about chassis at the minute, is they're just so finicky to actually put on your cab. But, that being said... Ooh. Oh no, we're going to have to go through all the attach points just to spin it around. There we go. Ooh. So this is Yuki. I'll link this again in chat. This is the next one that we're looking at. Go check this out because it just looks. It works and it looks great. It looks like a flatbed truck. If you chuck a few wheels on it, which I'll just do now, you can kind of get an idea about what how it's meant to look. So let's just pop. Yeah, there you go. And you got a little flatbed truck at the back. So you chuck a few resource collectors on the back, which I'll actually do right now because that would make sense, wouldn't it? Manufacturing resource collectors. Where I can never find resource collectors. It's definitely not power blocks. Where are we? Where are we? Here we go. Maybe we'll put some geocorp ones on. They're nice and big. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Maybe we put that there. And put a GSO couple in here. So now I can just go around and start collecting stuff. So I can act like a truck. Actually, let's also put some. Is that it for lights? There's a bit of weird texturing going on at the back here, but that's fine. There you go. I mean, what more do you want, guys? It's a truck chassis, and it looks great. I love it. Have I linked this in chat? Probably. Probably not. I have linked it. Beautiful. Looks great. So that's UK, or Yucca, or Uke. Good stuff. And then last but not least, we're going to go on to Darwin's blocks. So Darwin's got a couple of mods. There's the adaptive armors and the cosmetic blocks. Darwin, if you're in chat, let me know if there's any more that I've missed out on your Steam Workshop that you'd like me to show off. Goodness me, it gets dark in TerraTech very quickly, doesn't it? Come on. There we go. Right. Just one more question from Virtue. To put in perspective on the strength of the nanite armor, the armor can survive 9 autocannons worth of hellfire. Oh, is this your idea for a new for some new armor blocks? Sebi, there's a custom corp / block stack called Void Corp I saw the other day. Ooh, maybe I'll check that out. Is that on? I've only seen one official. I've only seen one on Corporation on the workshop, and that was ours. That was the one that we've done. So if there's one other one, please let me know. Oh, well, you were talking about Darwin's adaptive armor block. Okay, cool. Well, let's take a look at it, shall we? I'm actually going to build on top of this truck chassis because I like it so much. So let's take a look. So it's Darwin's adaptive armors 2.0. So there's what 12 blocks. So are they all in their Hawkeye, I believe. And here they are. Wait, are these the correct ones? Yes. Kind of. Oh, look at that. So first up, firstly, we've just infinitely made the truck a million times better. And it just fits perfectly. Which, I don't know if that was planned. I don't know if this was just a happy coincidence. But I like to think that this was meant to happen. A happy coincidence. Is it upside down? Do I need to spin it around? Let's stand it upright and we can get a better look at it. Come on. Oh, goodness me. Ooh. So, do you give me a quick rundown about what this particular block is meant to do? It's meant to be attached off the side. Okay. Well, I quite like it like that. So there's a few different types of the platform. The weapon platform. It supports weapons. Okay, good. It supports weapons. Are you... Oh, it does. There's attach points. You've added attach points. It wasn't... I know I was probably being a bit blind. So, what kind of text would you have this on then? Would it be ships? Airplanes? Helicopters? It'd go on battle text. Let me see if there's any... Can I load in? Whoops. Probably not the best example. But just for argument's sake, let's just say that this is... There you go. Something like this. Ooh. Maybe we'll put the wings back on. Oh, there's no room. There's far back. No, they're not. Let's put these a bit further back. Oh. Huh? Oh, I didn't know that. That's really funny. Anyway, just for illustrative purposes, these are the weapon platforms. They look great. So you can add weapons on like thus. There you go. And now I've made a new plane that definitely works. Yep, does exactly what I wanted it to do. Well, that's nice. That serves a purpose. Read the description. I really should read the description, shouldn't I? I can read the description. However, it's good to, you know, if you want to describe what they are in your own words, I can just read out what they are. I think I can be your voice. I can tell people exactly what it is that you want them to do. But ultimately, yeah, these are just weapons platforms. But that defeats the objective of the description. You're right, it does. But you make a good point. However, why are we going backwards? Don't go backwards. Right, I'm getting bogged down now. So where can I find the adaptive armor then? Where would that be? Is that just going to be in standard blocks? Here we go, right. So do we load in a different tech, or should I just whack it on here? There's enough space in here. That's very big. That's even bigger. Ooh. Right, so this is adaptive armor. Let me read out the description. I'll read out what the description says, because apparently that's what we need to be doing. These adaptive armor plates are designed using artificial intelligence embedded in trillions of nanobots that work as a hive mind. These nanobots make the defensive capabilities of this armor skyrocket, which is almost 8 times of the existing large Hawkeye armor plate, which makes it seem fair enough to also make the price 8 times more expensive. The recipe, if it ever is implemented, fair enough, is Seed AI... Seed AI? Yeah, Mother Brain, Kaufman Cell, Sensory Transmitter, 3 Plutonic Alloy, 3 Titanic Alloy, and 3 Rugged Fiblar, and 3 Deverish Gel. The windowed version requires an additional Iridium Crystal. So there's your recipes for it, and these are just really strong bits of armor. I'll link this in chat, so go check this out. This is Darwin's Adaptive Armor 2.0. There's some good examples of text that it can be used on. So many tanks, looks like. Ground tanks. There's some curved blocks as well that we've just looked at. Let me find those again. So these are some corner blocks that you can add, so you've got a nice sort of cornered... Again, I'm not doing this any... I realise, Darwin, I'm not doing your blocks any justice. But I just wanted to show them off. We can add... There's loads of different variants. There's a sloped version with a window, with the Hawkeye red window on it. There's just a wedge version with another window on it. Again, these are all just armor blocks. These are all just to be put on the outside of your tech. There's a long... There's different variations in different sizes. So there's plenty of choice. Go check it out. I've linked it in Steam. Go check it out. Again, there's some good examples in that link. So, yeah, if any inspiration takes you, go see what you can do with these. I think there's a lot that can be done, and they look great. So top work, Darwin. And then I believe lastly we've taken a look at. I mistook these blocks for the adaptive force blocks, but we're on to there are some cosmetic blocks here as well that Darwin's done. So let's take a look at them, shall we? Do you know what? Let's build a little platform. No, let's not build a platform. Let's just chuck some... let's chuck one of these down. Or a few of these down. Whee! I'm just going to clear up the place a little bit. Woo, I absolutely love the venture cab. It's brilliant. Right, so we have the Darwin's Cosmetic Blocks to finish us off. I believe they're all in Hawkeye, so let's take a look. We've seen one of them. We've seen Darwin's... oh, maybe not in just standard blocks. We saw the Naval Warfare Trophy, which is easily one of my favourite all-time blocks because it looks so gosh darn cool. That was a trophy that was awarded to Darkstar. And yeah, just look at it. Absolutely stunning. Big chunk, absolutely big boy. So that's one of the cosmetic blocks that Darwin made. There's also, now again, we did look at these a little bit last stream, but there's also some awesome little figurines. Quite, in comparison to the to the trophy, they're quite petite. Just get dark again. There we go. Right, so let's just pop these down. Oh, there you go. So we have, similar to the other sort of figurines that we showed earlier, we have more figurines to show. Ooh. Now this can sometimes happen. The thing just doesn't want to. Maybe it's because we're a bit too close. Are there any other attach points on these? Whee! Look at that! So these are, again, Darwin's... Yeah, we showed these off a little bit or a couple of weeks ago. Just some more figurines that just look pretty badass. Again, completely modded by Darwin. Is there any more? There was a couple more, wasn't there? There's... So you've got Darwin's got a block or a statue. Did it look like Sky Highly's got one as well? So the Gaming Ender and Nuboid. So these are all people that took part in the Naval Warfare Challenge. So you've got Darwin, life size. Is that you? Is that life size for you, Darwin? I would say pretty big. Sky Highly, Warbrand, Gaming Ender, and Nuboid. They all have their own awesome statues. Put you down here. There we go. All unique, all absolutely brilliant. Oops. I absolutely love it. Again, these are, I must reiterate, these are very basic standard blocks. They don't actually do anything. They literally just stand there. But as a cosmetic thing, if you want to sort of try and plonk these inside of a mech or something, go for it. So there you go. Darwin, I believe that's everything. I mean, I've definitely skimmed over a few things, but I've covered as much as I can, and we're kind of coming to the end of the stream. So I'm going to have to leave it there, guys. So this was just a showcase of some of the coolest mods that we've had in TerraTech that have been uploaded to the Steam Workshop. Don't butcher it further. Fair enough. And yeah, if you want to get involved, check the links that I've posted. I'll post them again. If you want to start modding, I can't. You know, if it's just you've just got a slight inkling about, or a slight urge, just even if it's like a little nugget of an urge, just to see what modding's all about. Whoops. Let me try that again. That's not going to work. Excuse me. Try give modding a go, because honestly, we love it. If you get enough, if you're good at it, and you find that you've got a passion for it, we can help you. We're happy to help. We've seen with Rafts, we'll do things like this. If you have stuff that you want to show me, show us, and we can show everyone. We have a platform that we can show all your work, and we want to show your work. If you've got stuff to show, in the same way that we show text on Community Core, if you've made something and it's awesome, we want to know about it. And we want you to make it so that we can show everyone else. And like we've seen with Rafts, if you get good at it and you get noticed and you get a bit of a following, you can set up a Patreon, and who knows, you could make some money off it. You could literally make money off it in a very legitimate way, in a way that we can help support you do that. Mods are the future, guys. Mods are the future. Oh, anyway, right, that's enough from me. I'm going to leave you to it. Any other quick questions before I go? Charmony asks, what's on for next week? I was thinking of doing a Comcore next week. I was going to do it every other week. I'm going to make it Comcore fortnightly. So I'll post, if we're happy to do another, if we want to do another Comcore, we can do, I'll post a thread on the forums. Go check that out. Modded Comcore. Maybe. Yeah, so keep your eyes out for that. In terms of sort of next mods, the features that come into the next mod support stuff, it's going to be, let me double check, because I need to remind myself. So obviously we've included custom corporations, so you can make your own corps. Rafs is saying he'd like a talk with the devs stream. Isn't that... Oh, do you mean like people that aren't me? Oh, yeah, fair enough. Call the artists, designers, to talk about the future of TerraTech. Do you know what? The reason we haven't done that, fans of the series will know that we'll always try and... When we were in the studio, when we weren't working from home and COVID wasn't a thing, we would do it in the studio, and I'd always get either a designer or an artist or a producer or Jamie, slight dig at Jamie there, to come and join me on the stream, and we'd talk about everything. Obviously with COVID that's made it a lot harder because we are literally at the other ends of the country, but technology being how good it is now, I can maybe superimpose some people into the stream, so it may be that we can have a guest appearance at some point. So yeah, watch this space. Maybe we'll do that for next week. Maybe we'll do, because also, and I mentioned this last week, there's a few more new faces to show as well. We've had a few new hires. So yeah, we'll need to sort of introduce those as well. So yeah, watch this space. We'll sort something out. I was talking about mod support. We've got custom corporations, so they're going to be a bit more fleshed out in the next update, and then I believe it's block functionality is what we're working on next. I think you'll be able to actually start creating like weapons and that sort of stuff. So you'll have your block, your very basic block mod, and then you can start adding functionality to it, which would be great. So all those cab blocks that we saw that at the minute are just static blocks, they can become cabs. Why is the Rescue Research Terminal restricted in co-op? Good question, Sebi. As in the payload terminal. That could be just a bug. It could be that it's just been blacklisted for some reason and it just needs to be checked off. Leave it with me. Let me write that down. Rescue Research Payload. Cool. Right, I'll look into that. Sebi, good catch. Why is the Rescue Research Payload Terminal a dynamo generator? Of all things, the team could have made a dynamo generator with a screen. Why? The payload terminal looks good. What are you talking about? It looks like a dynamo generator. I take that personally, Virtue. No, I don't. Right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Have a good week, everyone. Look after yourselves. It is a dynamo generator with a screen. It triggers me. Man, I'm sorry, dude. I like it. cheers, guys. We'll see you next week. If you join in for Concord, if you want to sort of submit something to community call for next week, check out the forums and we'll upload it there. But until then, have a good week. See you later.